And that's what I like to hear.
It's not my fault you didn't read the rules. Okay, it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Like,
rough one.
oh look at Mr. Big Shot players made it all the way through the brackets real fast. Didn't even realize it was the first best of 3 of the series. Woo, look at you. We're gonna be off on Cure to start with though, and we'll be off on Czar by default. He's gonna get Mega Shotgun Spawn, not gonna go crazy early yellow. He's gonna actually just get himself a yellow LG. Alright, an LG and then a yellow. This is kind of weird. Where is Namco? Who is, by the way, Capitan. Capitan is Namco, aka Erupt, aka Feet, aka why can't y'all just pick a single name and just stick with it? That hard. Oh, 2 players will square off. And a pretty nice LG duel there for Capitan.
Yeah, it definitely goes a lot more in his favor.
Should we call him Captain, or should we put an accent on his name, by the way, before we get to...
Capitan.
Yeah, Capitan.
Well,
hashtag,
either way,
hashtag
just,
baguette.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead. He's doing a great job zoning Zara away from the power-ups. Continue, Phylum.
Yeah, no, and just like putting the pressure on, putting Zara in a situation where he has to run or die. And Zara, well, he's gotten himself a bit of armor, which is nice, just playing off of those greens. But yeah, now I guess Zara just has to kind of float around, listen out for his opponent. And yeah, there's Captain in the middle of the map. It's good of Zara to not go like straight for damage on the Mega, because that could have caught him out in a really awkward way. There, he should have a rough idea of when that Mega is from that sound cue, so he's not in the worst situation right now.
Oh.
He's actually doing a good job, like, I mean, 120 armor is perfectly respectable. You know, given like how little he's had to work with, and yeah, there's even more up for him. So that sound cue told him that Captain was like, I think up spamming down towards yellow or something. I don't know, I'm really bad, I have lots of trouble with positional sound in this game, but like, he probably could have moved into the middle of the map there a bit, at least, you know, gotten a little bit closer to hear exactly where Captain was and what he was doing. Because yeah, if he waits for Captain to come to him, like that was actually a really good exchange, and it's not gonna be enough to like win him anything, but I mean, as long as he deals that much damage and comes out on top every time Captain tries to push him, then he's gonna be fine, right? Yeah, you can't really defend that Mega. But again, the exit damage is good, and here he could actually get in a position to defend red, and this is exactly what he's gonna do. This is nice. This is really good. And he gets it for free, so that's absolutely perfect. Finally, he's picking up a major item. I think that's... yeah, after the first Mega, the first thing we've seen him pick up full game. And he goes straight on the aggression to Captain there.
Indeed. Oh, the confidence and timing of that.
The first 3 rockets. That is really devastating. I mean, like, I love the drop down,
he still goes for it,
catching
though.
your opponent.
Sorry, you love
What
the
the
drop
hell
down
just
of that? Okay, from what I could tell, Czar had worked up this great plan to drop down and try to get that frag at that moment, and then he, like you said, he just missed everything. And then somehow he's like, screw it, YOLO, I'm just gonna go for Mega, and he hits a rail in the Captain, hits him into the water, and gets the first frag, and now it's just, well, you're seeing it.
Yeah, well, I don't know, I kind of feel like missing, like, it balanced out. Missing all those rockets was balanced out by hitting that crazy rail, you know? But yeah, no, a very risky move, and it just somehow works out for him. Yeah, what I do like here is that, you know, compared to the slower first few minutes of the game, now that Zara has some stack behind him, and now, you know, getting up to 200. Like, you can see how aggressively he's moving around the map. He really wants to, like, make something happen. And Captain's abusing that pretty well here. Really hurting Zar, and Zar just not really hitting anything. It's a good position from Captain though. I mean, getting above red like that. This fight's gonna be fairly close. Could be Zar to die, and it will be.
Go ahead. Now he does not have complete control until he grabs that yellow, because Zar does have that 100 armor. And there you go. So now
right
he has complete control.
Yeah, before that yellow, it was just like a rocket separating them, and that's not a tall order. That railgun exchange is...
The control's more than just the items too, though, because like when I say that, it's the positioning that Captain has going into these next set of items, and he actually gives up. It gives up everything I was talking about. He had the opportunity to actually get the red and punish Mega Health, or get both potentially, but he just kind of gives up a free one to Zard. Luckily, his algae is phenomenal at that particular fight. Only shooting 27%,
I mean,
but yeah,
neither
nice.
player's hitting anywhere near what I'd expect to see percentage-wise, given their pings. And their Captain, that's the second time he's hit that rail angle onto Zar in the last minute or so. So yeah, Zar right now, he's going to be feeling a little bit nervous. And he just needs to go back and play his slow game again. There, he's actually got the yellow, which is nice. He misses his rail. It's a really nice rocket just planted right in the face of Captain. That'll probably hurt Zar more than Captain, and yeah, because Captain, you know, right off of that fight, he's back, he got the red armor. He does lose some of his mega, but it's not going to be too important, and now he really wants to push. There are items up for him. And there we go, the drop down rail catches Zar moving to an item. Zar's really, like, intent on getting out to mid-map there, or at least getting close enough to have a look at that mega. Oh, yeah, and it's been Captain's railing. It's really, really been hurting Zar, and like, even though Zar's hitting 56% compared to 40, it just feels like Captain's out-railing him, you know? He's hitting shots in nice positions, shots that, like, make a difference, and the actual damage output here is going well in favor of Captain.
I gotta update some stuff, Phylum. You're doing just fine, man. I concur. I really wish we knew that the second and third maps were. I'm gonna say Blood Run's a strong contender, but also Sinister, potentially.
I think there is a Sinister in there.
Okay, I don't see these two playing. No. Toxicity, this is a horrible encounter opening.
Yeah, this is going really badly for Zar, and...
I don't know if he heard that green. Ooh. And again, Zar with the YOLO mega move. He actually gets Captain pretty low, but he will have red to fall back onto. There's enough 25 HP bubbles as well.
Yeah. It's still going to be pretty close though. If Zar can get this lightning gun cleanly, that would be huge. And Captain goes for a big drop down there. I'd be pretty disappointed if I was Zar that I didn't deal at least a bit of rocket damage there.
Let's switch over to the guy chasing the frags right now. Well, hear that
definitely. Green. And Zar, he doesn't quite know the timing on this raid. He really, he wants to go mega.
Well, he got the last mega. At least he knows that. And he will work his way back in.
He favored that. Yeah, it's an interesting one, and I guess favoring mega on this map does make sense too, because there is a lot of armor.
I think it's so debatable and so situational. In this particular moment, I think Zar is literally just kind of crossing his fingers and going for it. Oh, yeah, huge mistake by Captain to drop down there. I don't know. He must have thought Zar was going to come through for sure. He just needs one more shot to cripple him. Captain will escape. Does he remember when the mega health was?
Zar, he has to really go for this mega. Red's gonna be up for Captain. Thankfully not going for it and trapping himself in that little alcove.
Yeah,
And now Captain, he's just got to run and hide. Zar on the chase.
Actually watch Capitan grab the yellow and then the shards, and then 2 frags the difference, 10 seconds to go. These guys aren't scrubs,
Again.
it's GG.
There we go.
Well played.
Yeah, I mean, like, solid disappearing at the end there from Captain. He made himself really hard to frag. But no, I am really impressed by Zar's play at the beginning of that game. Just like, you know, how patient he was, how happy he was to just go around and pick up the shards and the green armors.
Okay, so we're gonna veto out Blood Run. Ooh. Alright, alright. I don't think we're gonna see quite the amazing Lost World that we saw earlier.
Oh, well, hopefully we'll see a better Lost World, even if it's less, like, close and interesting.
Yeah. Maybe a more proper Lost World this time. I think that's to be expected.
Alright, and so Captain off the side of this one?
Yep.
Cool, and he's...
Kinda SOL.
Yeah, he's gonna miss out on quite a lot there.
Now Zar will see that Captain's getting rocket launchers, so he's gonna actually opt to take the Elgive before getting the red, which I like, because that means that even though Captain has that 100 armor, he no longer has center map control. But he kind of took a bit of like a misstep there getting that. I think that's why you were kind of sighing. And yeah, it's not a huge deal, but just every second, you know, counts early on in the game. Nice
Red and
spam.
Mega are gonna be up at the same time though, and it's gonna mean we're gonna see a split of them. And yeah, Captain just does his thing to stop Zar from, you know, establishing position in the middle of the map and shutting down both of those items, which is good. The LG fight there. Captain feels like he's hitting a little bit more.
Guys, unfortunately, Zorak is going to have to forfeit out of the tournament because his internet is not cooperating with him.
Ah, it's a pity.
Do we get to see him again? What does Captain do? You might be the captain, bro, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's not a free ride just because you're the captain.
There's a much better joke in there, and we suck for not being able to figure it out. Everyone in Rafa's channel was telling me I should bring Loveless back to cast. He is better at jokes than you are. He is better at jokes than you are.
Probably, yeah.
Disappointed, Phylum. I'm about as disappointed in you as I am in El Capitan for his play recently here. He actually does kind of like just enough rocket splash, and oh no.
Oh no.
That could have gone either way, and it goes the way it should have in that scenario.
Yeah, well, I mean, Captain, it feels a bit like directionless, I guess. He's just kind of like, hey, what happens if I drop down here?
Yeah. Now that I think about it, this really is not the greatest map pool for a lot of players in North America, because you have your Blood Run, which a lot of people are good at. You have your Lost World, which a lot of them like. And then you've got your Cure and your Sinister, but a lot of our really good players in North America, they're not necessarily known for their Cure and their Sinister, actually. Like, now that I think about it, it's actually kind of a crappy map pool for some of them, because your trump card is your opponent's trump card half the time in this bracket.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that hopefully leads to some interesting matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Captain's just frantically trying to pick up this red. Zar does well to stay in the position where he's hard to hit and just cleans up a frag and... Oh, nice rocket jump angle to get out of there cleanly. It is going to be a yellow for Captain, but it's not going to do much, especially when he wants to just come into the middle of the map. I'm surprised Zar decided to stick around there for as long as he did, but you know, he kept doing his dodging. Captain probably should have hit another rocket in all that time.
Zorak War asking in chat, just to fill this in real quick. Oh wait, hold this thought. Okay. Are these going to be every 2 weeks or every month? These are going to be every 2 weeks, but the next one is not going to be in 2 weeks because that would make it on Valentine's Day. Our fourth fight will come out here, and the
who has Valentine's Day that plays Quake? Who has that Valentine's Day?
Hear me out. I got a train of thought here, and it can't be in 1 week because then that'll be on the Super Bowl, and then that would be even more irresponsible of me.
Very un-American.
Well, I mean, it would technically be very like me to do, but I don't want to get too sidetracked. The next one, Zorak War, will be like the 3rd week of February. Then every 2 weeks after that, guys, there'll be an announcement about it. There'll be more write-ups about it. There's going to be a lot more information about how things will go, how the points are going to be awarded to the players, how the playoff system is going to work, etc., etc. So, more information will be coming. Also, people saying the pace of this is very quick for a DM13. I think that the last DM13 we saw was a bit faster paced, and this is more of like Czar kind of just setting up shop and killing El Capitan, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing different.
Yeah, and Captain there.
He's making a lot of movement mistakes. A lot of movement mistakes.
Yeah. I think maybe Captain would have banned this first if he knew it was best of 3 or something.
Maybe that's why he was upset about it. Who knows?
Yeah. I think that would make sense from how this map's gone.
Hard to tell.
Alright, Mega's up, and yeah, Zar comes up from above, looks for... and Captain's not even like thinking about the Mega at this point. Nice movement from Zar, that's a nice way to deal some damage. Wins him the red as well. Captain wants to rush in, and yeah, I mean, this game... like...
It may have been over from the word go, actually. I mean, like, this may just be a complete counter pick.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I think that definitely is the case.
Because even in comparison to the last Cure game, that was a good game. That was a good Quake. You know, like that was a good close match, and I think you'd be a fool to say that this is the same Capitan here. Yeah.
You know, it's definitely like he's a different caliber of player, I guess. Here.
Zar's a different caliber player, or Capitan's a different caliber player? Because honestly, yeah, okay. That's a very nice way to say he's worse at a map, Phylum.
Yeah, well, and
that was so cheeky of you. Yes, the man who's down 0 to 8 right now is just a different caliber of player when it comes to this map. Now, normally you'd say that in, like, hey, he's really good at this map, but no, you kind of just smacked him across the face and said, you suck in comparison to how you just played. Well done.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, it's easy to be a bad Lost World player. It's easy to be a bad Quake player. I know all about that.
Yeah. I gotta check these. I know the game's still going on, guys. I gotta check these pickups. I know I can have you do it, Phylum, but I had to bring it up for myself. It's not a whole lot to say here. We are gonna have a very quick first semifinals. Our second semifinals will be again between. I keep wanting to say Apparition, but I guess John Thompson.
No, it's John Thompson.
It has to be John Thompson with the way he made those air rockets. Those air rocket plays. The what ifs.
Well, he didn't even hit it, but
yeah.
It's just the idea. I'm gonna go for that rocket every time now. Wow, and Captain, was that a killer? That was a suicide. Unfortunately, still not on the board. But yeah, just looking at the damage difference between these two. I mean, Zar's dealt almost twice the damage the Captain has. And picked up more items, so Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed actually that Zara had done twice the damage. But yeah, he's just been fighting away. Yeah, one thing I've seen Zara do a few times is just like move really well in a fight to avoid taking damage, and it's gonna be a red armor for Captain. I mean, Zara knows that if he can hit a good first shot, this is his, and the shotgun might actually be a good way to chip away here. Can't quite do the damage in time for Mega. Captain's gonna get it, and, well, walk into a bunch of rockets. I mean, and that's one of those situations, you know, he got Mega, but it wasn't worth it because he just lost it straight away. He should have been able to get out without losing that though. I mean, it's just careless, and I don't know, 8-0 with 30 seconds to go. Like, Zara can just stand still at this point, and it's game over.
Okay, so that'll be our first best of 3. I just kind of, again, dealing with things that if you guys want to help, if you guys love North American Quake drama, which I know many of you Europeans do, I swear some of you watch my channel for North American drama, but you guys can get your fill of it if you want to come help admin the Duel Cups. I got to take care of something here, and if I'm not mistaken, but we are going to go into map number 3, right?
Yeah, no, there is a map.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Okay.
Captain
making
held
sure-
onto that
just
cube
making
by
sure
the
I
skin
wasn't-
of his teeth.
Just making sure I was not thinking incorrectly here. Phylum, again, thank you so much for coming on and casting with me, because it makes it a lot easier for me to do this kind of stuff as well. But yeah, guys, if you want to help me out with Duel Cup stuff, adminning, IRC channel, all this jazz, let me know. I'm gonna take care of some stuff right now. Phylum, who do you want to be on?
Let's go Captain, because Zara said Captain will beat him here. So
And again, it is map number 3. This winner will go on to winner bracket finals. So.
yeah, probably to play Rafa.
Yeah, most likely.
Lucky them. And Captain, well, he got a spawn. That's really not what you want to happen. But apparently he's the stronger player here, so hopefully we'll be able to see some nice out-of-control blood run. He's going to get straight onto that railgun, which is very important when you're at the disadvantage, so you can get that opening shot out. Zara comes over to deal as much damage as he can on that yellow armor. It's not a load, but every bit helps. Red armor's coming up, Captain is going to collect at Zara down the bottom of the map, and is Captain going to come in for damage here? He is. Where is Zara though? Zara probably wants to hold on to that Mega and avoid like a direct confrontation, but here he gets the upper hand of that fight. He doesn't have time to go and get up yellow before this red, so Captain can put a bit of pressure on. That first rail is good. And yeah, Zara decides, even with Mega coming up... Oh no, Captain decides rather. Zara actually missed his jump to red there. But Captain gonna give up red as well, and basically lose everything on the map. He wants to deal as much damage as he can here, because he's caught out in a really awkward spot. And somehow he manages to hold on to a lot of his stack, jumping straight into Zara's rail. These guys... Yeah, Captain just unable. Right, so Captain somehow holding on to his life through this opening, even though he got caught out by Zara in a pretty awkward spot. It's a nice rail to hit. Mega's going to be coming up. It's a pity he couldn't have hit that shot after Mega, but you know, it's good to be there and look for it, and I don't think anyone's going to complain about hitting it. And there, some nice railguns exchange. It's going to be the first score for Zara on the board, but Captain, I don't think he's going to be too upset about that, you know, I mean... it was a frag that happened, that, like, it's going to happen eventually when you've got an advantage on a map. Captain, he looks like he's doing the right things. He's caught Zara in an awkward spot here. Unfortunate that last rocket didn't hit a bit harder, because that would have been really devastating. But yeah, and it's just Zara continuing to pick up the items.
It is worth pointing out, though, that it is only that one frag on Blood Run.
Well, and this is exactly it. Like, Captain's doing a good job of, you know, dishing out what he's getting.
Oh! Nice pixel rail there. Should wins are both megas, or both majors rather. You might gonna put a little bit of a delay on mega health, yeah. Oh, very unfortunate to be caught straight on the stairs, and actually extremely fortunate that the angle bounced him so far away, but he doubles back and he will lose the second frag. He was doing so well to keep Zara at bay.
Yeah, but now it's all just come crumbling down.
Got a rail off the spawn, actually. This is big.
Yeah, I don't know exactly, like, where that spawn was, but he's done well to get that railgun and kind of shut Zara down.
It was just the plasma spawn, where he died, where he doubled back to try to leave there, and he just had his railgun
dead
now.
weapon.
Zara does pick up Mega, but he's only on just starting stack. He will get the frag, but he... Ooh. Good spacing there. Good awareness of what could have happened had he been a little too far
ready to
out.
duck behind that corner if he needed to.
Nice.
It's a trap from Captain, and this should be a frag, maybe?
No way. That
disappointing.
feeling.
Yeah, and like, Captain definitely should have hit enough to get that frag, you know.
What are the? Can you check the pings for me, Phylum?
They're very even. It's 10 to 14, so...
Oh, okay. Non-issue.
Both of these guys, no.
Missing some easy shots, Captain is.
Yeah, and he's really suffering for it. I mean, for the most part, like, he's dishing back. The damage is starting to separate a little bit now with Zara pulling ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, even if the damage is equalizing though, like overall on the scoreboard, you know, A equals B equals whatever X, it's all equalized. He's not hitting the crucial damage until right now, where he actually will finally steal something worthwhile. And while he does not have any of the mega health left, he does have red to fall back onto, and he should be able to read that Zara's going around this area. Yeah, Zara's just gonna go get low yellow. He, as well, is not a dumb Blood Run player. Both these guys know what's up. This is a good third map for them.
Nice, just hiding out by that teleporter there. He's gonna try and cycle back up to get for into position for red, but Captain's gonna be there to block him off and setting up a little bit of a trap.
This might actually work out better that Captain missed that shot, especially if he knows the mega health is up behind him. He doesn't blow this.
Yeah, he's got to get this frag.
Oh.
He can't do it. He gets mega. That really is the most important thing, I guess, that he doesn't die.
Oh, baby!
Beautiful rail around the corner, and now it's game on for Captain to pull this back. Radama's gonna be up. I doubt Zara will make a bum dive for it, but he does.
Yeah,
Captain really dropped the ball on that. I don't know if he just thought Zara wouldn't go for it.
I think he did not remember the timing. It looked like a player that did not remember the timing.
It looked like it was a... Yeah, now it just looks like that's thrown him a bit, and this can be a really big problem when you, like, miss one item and suddenly, you know, it throws off your feel, your flow. Mega's gonna go over to Zara, and now Zara's got a really scary stack again.
Like, he is just gonna let
Captain
him...
needs to be careful, because this isn't a direct fight he wants to take. I mean, the only really, like, ideal outcome there would be bouncing Zara off of the platform, and that just... walking into the rocket, it's gonna be Zara again. Just... completely owning this map.
That's the second...
Oh. Oh no. I just cry a little bit inside, you know?
Oh yeah. It's the second time that a double back has cost El Capitan a frag, and with that, I don't know if you want to call it a prediction rocket, well placed, lucky, whatever. I mean, you've got to be demoralized. I'd be.
You're never gonna lose anything from spamming that shot out. So I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. But when you
exactly
get hit by it, though, I'm saying, like, from Capitan's perspective, it's like you just start to kind of lose confidence in your game at that point. It's another frag you got to get on Blood Run while your opponent's chasing in control. That's a scary
thing
thing too.
Needs something to happen like, like really soon. Well, Captain should be able to pick up a yellow here.
Yeah, let's switch over to him. He's actually just sitting at grenades right now.
Yeah, he really would like a yellow armor. He's gonna have to watch out for the railgun. He gets hit by it. He's not gonna lose too much for it because his 50's up, but...
I think he'd really like another 8 minutes.
Yeah, he would like him, or at least like, go to 15.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. the old style. I think that's what he needs now to bring this back. Zar is definitely proving that he has earned his number 2 seed. This grenade's just gonna zone away, he'll win the next red again, and it's just pretty standard here from Zar in the closing minutes. I mean, Captain gave it a really good effort. There was that one frag where he came around the corner, he didn't get the upper yellow at the plasma, and just ignored it, and he went straight around the corner, hit that sick rail right before Zar could dip around the shotgun when they were running for each other. Like, that was great.
A solid read, a solid frag.
But there was a lot of situations where he just didn't hit that last shot, and like that's why the frag difference never changed. Because he just wasn't putting anything on the board.
Yeah, and once you kill your opponent, they don't have any guns. How long? No, there's not enough time.
That was very BM. That was extremely BM. EG, well played is called, and Zar will go ahead and he'll be our first winner bracket finalist. We will now go on to watch Rafa against none other than John Thompson, none other than the man who won our hearts with attempts at air rockets. But that was actually a decent best of 3. I think Lost World was a bit lackluster, but Cure and Blood Run were good, I think, despite the missed shots.
Yeah,
there.
No, they were interesting, they were exciting. Cure more so, I guess.